Hi guys, it's Sherry, and welcome back to The Eyes Have It. Just did my BoxyCharm, and now we're on to NatureBox. They always seem to come within a couple of days of each other. This is an especially exciting NatureBox because there are a number of new snacks that I'm trying. I think several of them are new to NatureBox. And I've had a taste of everything already, and I'm pretty encouraged. Alright, so let's see, where shall we start? Well, I think we'll start with the thing that I think is probably my favorite in this whole box this month. I love animal crackers. And so when I saw animal crackers on that list, I was like, must have. So these are whole wheat vanilla animal crackers, animal cookies I think they call them. Give them a taste. That's the best part of a NatureBox unboxing. There they are. Oh, they smell heavenly. You know, they got that vanilla smell, and then they have that animal cracker smell. Oh. They're light, thin, but not paper thin. And they're so good. I really like them. As before, I'm going to taste test everything and show it to you first, and then I'll come back and do the nutrition information at the end, for those who don't care about that. Another thing new to me, but not new to NatureBox. I've been wanting to try it for some time. I finally got around to putting it on my list. And that is the Golden Apple Tea Biscuits. These are teeny tiny little cookies. Just like, I don't know, maybe the size of a quarter. But they are packed full of flavor. You definitely get a hit of apple. Though to me, it tastes a little more like dried apple than fresh apple. They are quite sweet, lots of cinnamon, maybe nutmeg. They're yummy, but what I have found just in the few nights that I've had the September box is that, you know, I only want to eat a couple because they're pretty strongly spiced and flavored, and they're pretty sweet. So tasty, but not something I want to really sit and, you know, pop a whole bowl in my mouth, which is kind of the, you know, the reason for NatureBox. You don't want to be eating too much of anything. And staying in that vein, I also took a chance on the whole wheat chocolate chip cookie bites. And as I said, you know, my past experience with healthy cookies and whole wheat cookies has not been great. So it took me a while to work up the nerve to check these out. But they're cute little cookies, but the thing I like about them is that they are more substantial than the Golden Apple ones. They are more like maybe the size of a $50. Plus they're, you know, they're not flat. And I gotta say, not bad, not bad. A lot of times when you try to do chocolate and something healthy, it just has a really off taste to it. Super crunchy. There is a chocolatey taste. Some little bits in there. Is it the most authentic chocolate taste I've ever tasted? No. Is it the worst? The least authentic I've ever tasted? No. They're enjoyable. Here again, 2 or 3 and I'm pretty much done. Now those animal crackers, those are munchable. Now this one, I'm pretty sure I have not had before. This is called Sweet Kettle Crunch. Kettle peanuts with popcorn kernels. Instead of, like, I haven't had Crunch and Munch in years, but I used to really love it. in Crunch and Munch and in, you know, in a lot of other of those kinds of things, the popcorn is whole. And it's like a whole popcorn kernel. These aren't. These are partially popped kernels that are like the ones they put in the Pop Pops. So there's a piece of popcorn. It's partially popped. Still very crunchy. And then these are the little peanut pieces, and they've covered them in some sort of sugary concoction. By themselves, if it was like a whole bag of just these sugary peanuts, I don't think I would like it very much because the sugary bits are really sugary. But the combination of the sweet with that little bit of saltiness from and the crunchiness of these hard popcorn pieces, now that is pretty good. Pretty good. It is one of those things, in my opinion, that you have to have a nice blend of the two different flavors for it to really be good. Otherwise, it's just too sweet. And last, but not least, is my usual thing that I have on lock, which is the roasted Peruvian corn kernels. And I'm about at the point with these that I was with something else about 1.5 years ago, and I stopped getting them. And then I think the end of last year I stopped getting the pineapple rings because they just weren't as good as they used to be. Giant mutant chunks of corn. They're salty and crunchy. And they're just a wonderful, like, beer snack or, you know, soda snack, that type of thing. And they make a lot of noise, though. Delish. When I went in at the very beginning of this month to make sure that I had things in the top of my basket that I wanted to get, I noticed that they had done away with the lock mechanism. And I was really bummed by that. But it appears that they have either removed the ability to lock down a snack, or they've changed it to the point that I haven't, you know, quite noticed what the new method is. But I no longer saw anything with a lock on it. These did happen to still be in my top 5 in my pantry, but they no longer had a lock on them. Just to let you know, for those of you who are Nature Box people. All right, so let's go ahead and do nutrition facts and talk about the ingredients. Going backwards, this is the roasted Peruvian corn kernels. They are, for a serving size of 1/3 cup, they are 130 calories, a total fat of 4, a sat fat of 1.5, no cholesterol, 105 milligrams of sodium, not bad, 2 grams of dietary fiber, less than 1 gram of sugar, and 2 grams of protein. Really good, satisfying snack for pretty good numbers, I would say. And all that's in it is corn, sea salt, and palm oil. The Sweet Kettle Crunch. The serving size is 1/4 cup. Calories are 160. Total fat is 10 grams. That's not good. It's not horrible, but it's not good. Sat fat is 2, so that means most of the fats are good fats. No cholesterol, 110 milligrams of sodium. Here again, not bad. 2 grams of fiber, 8 grams of sugar. Not bad for as sweet as those taste, those peanuts. Woo! And 3 grams of protein. So, not nearly as bad as I would have expected in terms of numbers. Ingredients are peanuts, whole corn, sugar, butter, soybean oil, and sea salt. On the whole wheat chocolate chip bites, serving size is 8 cookies, which is very generous. For that, you get 4.5 grams of fat, 2.5 of that are sat. No cholesterol, 160 milligrams of sodium, 5 grams of fiber, 6 grams of sugar, relatively low for a cookie, and 4 grams of protein. I'm thinking the numbers are looking really good on all of these so far. For the Golden Apple tea biscuits, The serving size is 12 cookies. I couldn't eat 12 of those cookies unless I didn't add meat for a week. For 12 cookies, it's only 150 calories, 8 grams of fat, but 4.5 of that is sat. So half your fat is saturated fat. That's not great. 20 milligrams of cholesterol, 55 milligrams of sodium, less than a gram of fiber, 9 grams of sugar, and 2 grams of protein. And for the animal crackers, you get a serving of 9 cookies, 130 calories, 5 grams of fat. None of that is sat fat. No cholesterol, 70 grams of sodium, which is next to nothing. 4 grams of fiber, 4 grams of sugar, which is low. 4 grams of protein. Outstanding. The animal crackers do have a kind of a long list of ingredients compared to most NatureBox things, so I'll let you have a look at that. And the ingredients on the chocolate chips, I think I forgot to read. Yeah, that's kind of a long list too. Pretty normal things though, as far as I can see. Alright, there we are for September NatureBox. If you've been with me for a while, you know that I've not been very happy with NatureBox this year, especially earlier this year, like maybe the spring and early summer. I just was not getting things that I asked for. I was getting things that I didn't ask for. And I was thinking, you know, this is going to be the end for NatureBox as they don't get their act together. I think what happened is they just got a lot more popular. And in, you know, ramping up their production to match the new subscription people, they just kind of got lost for a little bit and they just weren't managing it very well. That's just my assumption, because all of a sudden just things started to fall apart. Unless maybe somebody bought them out, I don't know. But things started to fall apart there for a while, and now the last month or two things seem to be normalizing. So I think I'll probably hang on to them a little bit longer, especially now that I have a couple of products that, you know, I really like, especially those animal crackers. I think that's going to be my new that even though there's no lock anymore, I think that's going to be my new every month product. You know, because they're pretty good for you and they are absolutely delicious. All right, so there is my BoxyCharm. There is my NatureBox. So coming next will be the winner of my 400 subscriber giveaway. All right, see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.